Więc tu palimy ognisko. Dorzuciłem właśnie badyli.
Tu jest babcia. Coś się zajada kartoflami.
Tutaj kartofle, kawałek. A tutaj mamy całą górę jeszcze do zjedzenia. I masełko prawdziwe tym razem.
Tak.
Idealnie wszystko.
Zdrowo sadzone.
Good morning, everyone. So that was the last clip that I had in my library, and it happened to be from the 28th of April. Today is the 9th of May. So for the purpose of this video, we are all going to pretend that the day that follows April 27th in the Gregorian calendar is in fact May 9th. What a beautiful day out. The day is beautiful. The sun is shining. The tank is clean. It's kind of clean. Anyway, good morning, guys. How are you doing? I'm doing splendacious. Splendacious. So, I finally posted 2 videos. They're up on the YouTube channel. And editing them is just, it's so cringe. Like, sometimes I can't even formulate coherent sentences. Like, I say blabber bullshit. And it's so annoying. Anyway, yesterday I watched this documentary on YouTube by Veritasium. Veritasium, I think is how you say it. And basically it's titled, like, the one man who killed the most people in the history of the world or whatever. And it's this scientist who just invented different things that ended up killing a bunch of people. And the one that killed the most was leaded gasoline. And basically after it's burnt, it lets the lead into the atmosphere, and it's very toxic for humans, especially children, and it causes them to be more aggressive, it causes them to have a lower IQ, and all that stuff. And I thought to myself, do you know what else is made of lead? Those little, like, fishing weights. Anyway, when I was like a kid, I would go into the backyard and just, like, throw the fishing line into my backyard and reel it in on my, like, fishing rod. And I remember, like, change the hooks and the weights and all that because I thought it was, like, fun. But the weights, which are basically, they're balls that are slit down the middle, and you're supposed to put them onto the line and squeeze them. Adults can squeeze them, but I can squeeze them. But you're supposed to use pliers if you can't do that. I just bit on them. I just, like, bit on them, like, in order to squeeze them onto the line. And I was just biting onto raw lead. And that actually explains why you're watching these videos today. So shout out lead. Okay, so the fridge is restocked, and I decided to buy every type of tzatziki, which I found out that I think it's called curd cheese, white curd cheese. Yeah, curd cheese in English. And I bought, like, a bunch of different types, and so far the ones I've eaten are not as good as Bieluch. So I might have to go back to Bieluch. And Bieluch is also cheaper, so I don't know why. Anyway, let's go today with Bet. And Bet. And we'll make some eggs. Bussin'. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the one and only Mac, Bob. The book of love is long and boring. No one can lift the damn thing. It's full of facts and useless figures and instructions for dancing. But I love it when you sing to me. It's wonderful. It's wonderful. And I'm actually getting somewhere with this knowledge of it. But I really think that I'm going to replace the high string. So it's like, it's high and a bit lower, and then it goes high again. So that's a high G. I think I'm going to replace it with a low G. It's a pretty common modification with ukuleles. And I think I'll try that so that it has like a fuller sound. On YouTube, it sounds great. I also want to show you guys quickly the apartment that I was working on. Remember how I set out to assemble furniture? I feel like I'm holding it too close. Well, anyway, I assembled the furniture. It looks sexy as hell. There's still some furniture I have to buy, but I'll explain to you my vision of the place. So I'll go do that right now, but I have to change because I'm wearing these sweatpants and they're not sexy. They're not sexy. Like I am. I'm sexy, but the sweatpants are not. So yeah. This is the entranceway. On the right side, you have some bathrooms. Nothing happened there. So they're kind of the way they are. First room. You've got a second room. Here you've got the kitchen. Yeah, it's nice. But anyway, I just want to explain to you my vision for these 3 rooms. So, the guy that was painting this place, he said that it's very modern and good looking to make the walls gray. So, since I knew no better at the time, and I still don't really know better, he might have been right. But anyway, the walls are gray, and then he gave me like these panels that looked like wood, kind of. They were like this beige color. And he said, oh, maybe you like these ones? And I was like, nah. And it's just the gray ones because I thought they were a good idea. So now they are like, they're gray with like a tiny bit of brown in places. But they're mainly gray. And then after that was done, I was kind of panicked because I had no idea how I'm gonna like bring the two together. And I'm gonna spice it up. But then I found this blue couch on sale. And I was like, okay, this is gonna be the sprinkle of color into this room. And then I realized that I could just divide these rooms into colors. This room would be the blue room. It would be mostly gray with like touches of blue. This, I will paint blue, but with like a lacquer, like a transparent blue, you know, like a one that shows the white behind it. I want to basically mimic something like this. So these are the original furnaces. I don't know, are they considered furnaces? I guess the coal furnaces. They used to be used in Krakow all over, and basically every single like apartment here, I guess, has them. And years later, probably, I'm guessing in the 70s, they installed those, which are electric heaters that went into the coal furnaces, because burning coal in a closed room is not the best idea. And also the air was very bad in Krakow. It's still pretty bad, but it's much better. These ones were painted, unfortunately. They used to be this yellow color here. This is one that goes in between the rooms. Maybe it'll look better on this side. Yeah. So it's like this golden yellow color. I really like it. And I wish I could strip this paint. But I spoke to the guy who like painted the sides, and he said that this is not going to strip nicely. We'll see. I'll maybe try it a little bit in the corner, and if not, then I'll paint it with like a yellow lacquer. Apparently you can dye the lacquers. So it's going to be like a translucent vibe like this. So it's not solid color. It's not like a flat yellow, but it's going to have some depth to it. So anyway, this is going to be yellow room. This is going to be the blue room. And that, my friends, is going to be the green room. And yeah, tons of garbage. Tons and tons of garbage. I already baggaged some there. I already brought like half of it down. But there's a lot more. So I have a little bit more of this going. But I won't bore you with the details. I'm at the gym right now. We're doing leg press. So
bring wind press. We got 50s on each side, so 100 kilos. Let's go. Let's go. Okay. So here we are. I stayed kind of long at the gym because I went to the sauna. But we're outside the sunset. Wait, how would I do this? No, I can't zoom in.
Z Twojego wnętrza, bo Duch Święty już w nas jest.
Holy, overwhelming, never-ending, reckless love of God. Oh, it chases me down, fights till I'm found, leaves the 99. I couldn't earn it, I don't deserve it, still